All right, welcome back to Cobalt Black Gaming. I'm your host Cobalt, and today we're going to be playing some Terra Tech Legion. This is a survivor-style roguelite, and you get to build your own car in it, your own vehicle. I mean, car, truck, what have you, tank. It depends on what you want to build. So I've been playing a bit of this, and I find that it's actually a bit more difficult than a lot of the survivor likes I normally play. The bosses are a bit rough in this, but I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of it. We're going to see if we can at least get through the first boss this run. So each chassis section that you pick, or block section, adds HP to the car. So you want these. Essentially, the bigger the vehicle, the more HP it has. Which kind of makes sense. So we're just building the foundation for everything else. Yeah, so one thing that's very unique about this survivor-like compared to a lot of stuff I normally play is the mechanic where running into enemies hurts them instead of just hurting you. So that's pretty cool. You know, you can really use the boost to ram to great effect. And aside from that, it's between that and the building aspect that are really unique about this roguelite and really fun. I think we're going to go for a nice blaster build. I've found in the last few runs I've played, I have found that other than the lightning cannon, the early energy weapons don't feel great. Lightning cannon feels amazing, but other than that, no. And so I'm trying to go mostly ballistics and maybe just like a big explosion build. That kind of seems to be what works in this game. I say what works, but like obviously I haven't found it if I haven't beat the first boss, right? We'll get this. Not really a good gun, but it's there. Bring you in. Okay, so I think now we're going to start building up. I don't really need it to be any longer than this. I want to keep it nice and compact so it's maneuverable. That's really the key. Or at least I feel like that's the key. Again, this is all things coming from a person who has not gotten past the first boss in this. So, you know. Take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but at the same time, I've had a lot of fun playing this game. And, you know, that's what it's about. At the end of the day. Alright, can we please get some weapons? Because that, I feel like that has not been dropped well. Alright, armor, I'll take it. More armor, I'll take it. We're gonna go with a flak gun. Because I have used the flak a couple of times, and it's not necessarily amazing, but what is really nice about the flak is putting it on the side of your car, so that when stuff gets too close, it just gets blown away. It's basically like you're a pirate ship. Just have the cannons on the side, and it handles stuff pretty well. Don't act like I meant to go around that rock. That is one thing I've had mild difficulty with, is the controls. I'm using a controller. I probably should be using mouse and keyboard. Controls feel a little wonky because you're staring at this car top down, but like right is still right and left is still left via the car itself and not what you're looking at. So it's a little interesting to get used to. Okay, we're gonna do... Hold on. Do this. Then definitely want this to get those repairs. And more HP. Now we have mines. They're not crazy good, but it is nice to just kind of leave those in your wake and know that a horde is walking over them. So we shall see how far we make it this time. Now that I'm attempting to do what I think is the stronger build, the energy stuff was just so fun, but it didn't feel great to play with, other than the lightning cannon. Lightning cannon's awesome, but I don't think it was really handling too much business. Kind of my issue. We are going to go with damage. The electric cannon, excuse me. I would have loved to use that, but, you know... I'm gonna assume that that is part of my problem in these past few runs, so I'm just not going to. We'll see. We shall see. I guess we're just gonna throw this there for the time being. Probably end up moving that later. But every little bit of health is helpful, probably. Yeah, I've had a great time with this game. I actually I've never played any of the Terra Tech stuff. I did not know this was a whole game franchise. I've quite literally never heard of it before, but I saw this and just had to play it. I mean, making your own kind of vehicle, I really like the function equals form kind of deal that this has, so I was pretty much instantly in. We're gonna go with you. Why do you have to be 3 long? Okay. Just gonna plop you there. Take you. And booster's just gonna go on the back. Alright, that definitely added some boost. You can feel it. Sorry, had to readjust the mic a little bit. You know what? Let's do the turbo cooler. I don't want to keep adding giant sections to this if I don't have to. I would not have gone with that if it weren't for the fact that that was legendary. I have a rule here on the channel, and it's even if it doesn't go with the build, you take the legendary. Do not want to spit in the face of RNGesus. Yeah, it's kind of fun to just constantly boost around. This run is definitely going much better than my previous ones. Like how I just Tokyo drifted right up to him and just the shotgun took him out. So good. All right, I want to go fire rate, but I also really want to go for the plate. We're going to go fire rate first, and then I'll come back and go for the plating later, I guess. We're going to, yeah, fill out that. Then, what person would I be if I didn't finish this? Yeah, you can just, I don't care. I don't care how that's mounted in there. Just sit. We are a thick boy. I mean, I bet people have made just massively wide monstrosities in this game. We got like a little battleship turtle build going. I do find the enemies in this game kind of interesting too. It's always like interesting to see what survivorlikes pick as what you're fighting, right? Because we're essentially a battle fire truck fighting random robots. I don't know who decided that that was what this is going to be, but good on you. Good on you. Yeah, the explosions feel a lot better in this game, and I can't wait till I get some of... There's like a swarm missile turret pod, and then there's a couple of just kind of explosive cannons that are nice to grab. And seem to just kind of keep the screen clear. Which is the goal. Okay, we're gonna grab explosive damage up. We're gonna grab the armor I wanted last time. And we're gonna grab a second mine layer. I don't think I'm gonna get any more than 2, but I want the 2. Yeah, let's just put that there for the meantime. And we'll toss this up here. That should work. Alright, we found a base. Let's take this. Ooh. Yeah, okay, we have a significant amount of firepower, I would say. That's pretty fast. Alright, let's not just let the scorpions kill me, but I do want to focus fire on those to get the resources, mostly because I would assume that when the demo's over and this goes into early access, you will keep the resources you get. So this is a roguelite, and it will have meta progression, but I don't believe there's meta progression currently in the demo. From what I have seen, you can pick up resources and things, but I have not seen a screen anywhere where I can spend them. So what that's telling me, especially that you can pick them up, is that demo progress will go into the main game. I don't know this for a fact. This is what I'm assuming. And so, yeah, I'm still going to try to get all of it possible. Although I kind of don't necessarily like that approach, because you'll have people who were playing the game in the demo hardcore, and when the game comes out, they'll just have a boatload of meta progression currency and basically beat the game instantly. I assume there's going to be a lot more maps and challenges and things, so I don't know how much that will matter. But it, you know, certainly will lessen the grind for the meta progression stuff. But, like, grind isn't always good, so I don't know. Take that as you will. Approach that how you want. I guess I'll take the booster. I want a reroll for these, because some of these are just ass. And I am not happy that they exist. This is what we were waiting for. Salvo missiles. Okay, we're gonna readjust. Put you here. You, nope, 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 nope. You here. And then we are going to move you up here. And then put another one right here. And we're going to add you. And you. And we need space for another one of these, so we're going to get rid of this. I don't know where this will go. I guess right here. Other booster right on top of the last booster. And armor plating right next to the last armor plating. We could get like a bar for the front to increase impact damage, but I don't think we really need it. I had kind of originally thought that like an impact running stuff over build was the way to go, but I feel like you just take too much incidental damage if you slow down while there is a horde near you or something of those lines. So I steer clear of those kind of builds now. Probably maybe wrong in that. There might be a lot of value to those builds, and I couldn't make it kind of come out. Cool. I'm gonna grab this. Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, sure, this will be a side fire kind of thing as well. Or actually, let's have it rear facing. Let's do that. Just tuck that away back in there. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm always so concerned about what's in front of me that I never watch my rear. So that should take out everything that is behind me. Hopefully. I mean, it is a legendary weapon. I'm gonna hope that those are good in this. I love the two little cheeked up mines that it drops. That is the perfect arrangement of where to put those mine layers. Okay, yeah, this build definitely seems more successful. I would not have been able to do that and without damage before. I think the flat cannons on the side are actually really paying dividends. We want the blaster cannon. We'll take this and put it here. Okay, so yeah, we have significant explosive power now. Along with decent ballistic power. Wouldn't say it's bad. But these seem to be really handling business. Alright, so we have a boss. This is my issue with this boss. Is the controls are a little wonky in this game because of the fact that you are driving, so it's still steering and acceleration versus just kind of clicking where you want to go. And I haven't quite got the hang of it yet, and he is a bullet hell boss. Therefore, you kind of have to be very precise with your movements. And I am not. To be clear, this is a skill issue. This is not a complaint about the game. And I know this is a skill issue. And I know most of the people watching this don't have this skill issue. So, yeah. You know, I can't really put that in my rating of this game, but, I do find this boss quite difficult. Although, this time we are doing much better, he said, as he just took massive electric damage. Yeah, see, what I actually want to do is change my Gatling guns I have to be side-facing, to be honest. Front-facing is cool, but I want to move in that direction. I mean, this is why cannons are on the side of pirate ships, right? Instead of pointing front. I mean, they probably have some front-facing cannons, but they don't have a lot. Okay, let's see if we can get rid of... Let's see if we can not take electric damage. And then, oh, crap. Okay, so the armor we have is paying dividends. This electricity last run hurt me. And right now, it just kind of feels like we are... Oh, nice! Alright, we beat the boss. Oh! I didn't know if that was going to explode. You know how some games can be. That's awesome, though. Okay, I have not beat that boss before, so this is a new personal best. Yeah, I have to say this game is a really fun time. you know, obviously I'm a little biased. I love survivorlikes, but I think ones with just something unique like this are really what I'm looking forward to these days. Because as far as, you know, availability, these games are a dime a dozen, right? You look up and there's 5 more of these games. Okay, we're gonna do that. We need a place for another salvo missile, and I kind of want to turn these guns sideways, so we're actually gonna stop and rebuild real quick here. Okay, no, I figured it out. That's what I need. I need these guys. We're gonna put one here. Do that. And then we are going to put another one here. Good. Okay, so now we can have these facing outward, which is what I want. We are going to put both of these grenade launchers front facing. I need to get rid of those in order to fit this in the way I want to fit it in. I think that's my biggest problem, my biggest thing holding me back while playing this game. I'm like trying to make things symmetrical and shit, and people are probably watching just being like, no, don't do that. Just make it scary. What are you doing? I'm gonna move those there. We're gonna move you up here. We're gonna drop you right behind it. Actually gonna move you back. We can add this. And this. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. That was dumb. That was a bad idea. We're going to do this. Because that'll give me a whole platform for another form of turret or whatever else I might get on the next drop. Definitely going to want these somewhere. We'll put them up here. Yeah. And I need to find somewhere to stash you, but I think I know where to stash you. It's right there. Okay. Yeah, this build is filthy. Alright, perfect. Just make the Doom tank full of fire and explosives. Alright, there is another base down here. So, yeah, let's lay waste to it. Yeah, I think the side-facing Gatling cannons are probably doing a lot more work, they feel like it anyways, than having them front-facing. So I feel like that's what I'm going to do, is have anything that is like a radial, it shoots in any direction, that'll be front-facing. And anything that just shoots right in front of itself is going to be side-facing. That seems to be the way. Jeez, and those things, those cannons are terribly, terribly effective. Not cannons, I guess they're Gatling guns. Let's pick up that. I don't need a lot of health, but I would like to get what is missing back. Yeah, if I just turn those side Gatling guns to whatever is bothering me, it goes away. Except for those guys, they were kind of big. That's okay, though. Something has to stay alive. Yeah, this is just a platform of doom. I'm loving this. And I also like how this one doesn't get too hectic, right? It doesn't end up with like a soul stone, there's too many particle effects to see the screen situation. But it still has a nice, fun power fantasy with it. I kind of hope when they release it, when it's fully released, there's like other cosmetic skins and stuff you can buy, or like I guess a different theme, if you will, for the blocks. We're gonna take this, but I don't think I'm gonna put it on. We're gonna take this. I don't really want to put it on, but I guess I will. You know what? Yeah, let's... that. We can do that. We can also do that. And we can take the thing that I accidentally probably took off. Yup. Put it back on. I don't think I actually need too much more health. I'm gonna forgo adding all those parts for a minute. But I suppose I could also just build up, right? Like I'm ignoring an entire axis in which I have real estate. So we'll see if we can actually beat this. We might be able to get to beat the second boss. Who knows? I mean, this definitely is one of those games where there's a bit of a learning curve. I don't think... like, I couldn't have beat this the first time. I mean, if I knew how to build, yes, but aside from that, no. But it's a roguelike right now. There's no meta progression, so this is all just learning. It'll be interesting to see what the meta progression is. I imagine it'll just be like the blocks give more health, like just stat buff things like that. Or possibly like unlock of new weapons or new starting cars. Oh, can you please just, yeah, don't stay there and stay alive. I might need to actually get a couple more front-facing Gatling guns or cannons or something the like. Mostly because that guy on the way over here, who was just directly in front of me, he stayed alive for far too long. I love how this base is already destroyed. It's like, no, no, no. You gotta finish it. But I do like the bases and the destroy them kind of activity. Not that it's the most inventive survivor-like activity, but it is entertaining, and that's really the take-home, right? Because that's the thing, and I kind of... it's a weird critique and it's hard because there's a lot of survivor-likes where people are like, oh, it's bad, like the activities in the stage aren't that inventive or fun. And every time I hear that critique, I'm always just like, you know, like, most survivor likes used to just not have anything, like it was just kill. And that was it. And it's like, yes, we shouldn't go by the old standard, you know, games are getting better. Things are changing. But I just always found that if the rest of the game held up well enough, I don't mind if there aren't good activities during the levels in a survivor-like. So like this, actually, I think the building of your car kind of carries it. Which, I mean, obviously that's kind of the gimmick of this survivor-like, but I feel like that would be enough even if they didn't really have these kind of activity things. Not that these activities are too inventive or deep, but it does provide a little extra, which is cool. Like, I can dig that. Now we gotta reverse, hit him on the way back. There's so many mines where I just slowed down to blow that thing up. Okay, yeah, our boost doesn't go super crazy, but it's pretty good. Warning, dangerous enemy approaching. Oh, no. I don't know what it was, but I saw it at the bottom of my screen, and it seemed to be some sort of giant spider walker thingy. Which I imagine is going to be a bitch and a half to kill. Alright, let's see if we can not get hit by whatever that is. Alright, so we have a magnet. That I'm gonna just leave until I need it. Till I think I need it, at least. Alright, so that is the one thing I don't like about these Gatling guns. The range for them feels so small. Like, you need to be right up in there. Oh! Okay, let's just stay in those beams. Alright, let's see what this level up's gonna be. More explosive damage, I'll take it. More ballistic damage, I will... Ooh, railgun. I will take the railgun, actually. I kinda gotta go with the tenderizer. We gotta get those explosions. Okay, we have that. We have another explosive bit. We have... ballistics. For now, I can just throw that there. I don't think I really need it, but I also am not going to sit here and look a gift horse in the mouth. We'll do that there until we get another mine layer. Oh. I don't actually know what from this thing hurts me. I just know that I don't like it. I'm just not moving, because this is working. Oh! Till those came up. Till those came up, it was fine. I do like that you can still shoot them while they're in the air traveling, actually. That behooves you to get them to the state where they want to move. Okay, we need to get away, because the scorpion dudes are fucking me. Let's get over here, whatever this piece is. Let's suck in whatever random XP is just lying around. And let's get back over... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not going to give up on the health when we're this close to beating the, I believe, demo current final boss. Or at least the final boss of this stage. Okay. Ow. Really gotta watch it here, because I'm that level of close where it's like I don't want to lose this out of being cocky. Are you undamageable right now? What is happening? There we go. Nice. All right, that is my first clear. Yeah, this game is super fun. Link is in the description to it on Steam. This is just a demo. It's not even in early access yet. Yeah, this was Terra Tech Legion. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated, along with a subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel, so any little bit helps. And yeah, if you want me to make more content on Terra Tech, you know, just put a comment on the video and we'll see. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.